Okay, this is the electric load center, and we are on the east side of the garage, and this is the meter here, and you can tell where they tried. They sealed it across here, and they sealed it across here. It was just a little tight in here, I guess, because they didn't seal this side of the meter box. So the water can go down in there and get inside of your meter box. This is the main service disconnect load center, if you will, and breaker box. And what have we got in here? We're not finding our bonding location. It's not labeled. All right. So our bonding location is not labeled. It's bolted into the wall with those screws, which is about the best that you can do. Nails will not work in this application. So if those screws, if I could tell, and I can't, if those are masonry screws, then that would be the best application. Over here, we don't have any labeling. We do not have any labeling, so we do not know what these breakers go to. Supposedly, this one goes to the clothes dryer. That's an assumption because it's GFCI protected, and the clothes dryer is supposed to be GFCI protected. However, I can't get any power to the clothes dryer. No power to the clothes dryer. How's that? I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, I don't know what this operates. It's 30 amps. It's a 40 amp condensing unit. This operates, this will turn off the condensing unit. 50 amps, it's overfused. However, this will turn off the condensing unit. That's 70 amps, and that's way overfused. I think one of those should go to the oven. But I can turn either one of these off. That should go to the oven. That should be the air conditioning system. That should be the clothes dryer, I guess. And then we got another 30 amp for something else, 220 in the system. What would that be? We don't know. I'm thinking. Cooktop, oven, clothes dryer, condensing unit. If I turn that off, the condensing unit turns off. What's that about? If I turn that off, the condensing unit turns off. What's that about? Whether this is off or on, I still can't get any power to the clothes dryer. What's that about? Okay, I'll come back and I'll put that there. Oh, the grounding rod is supposed to be buried. Okay, 8 feet, not 7 foot 6 inches. The grounding rod is not properly buried. I get it. The electrician might have shown the code inspector that is getting enough resistance and that would be fine. I don't know. I wasn't here. All I know is that the code says that the rod should be completely buried. So we got too much rod sticking out. Moving on along here, and we're going to just kind of continue that conversation that I was having a moment ago. And then the second conversation coming in here. This is the close end. You saw that both of the breakers were on. Yeah. I'm not getting any power. No power. I am getting some continuity. You know, something's halfway right. So there's continuity. Wait a minute. I take that back. I'm going to walk that back for a moment. Let's just leave the clothes dryer out of this until I can change the batteries in my equipment. Okay, I just got a clue. I hate being wrong. So I'll report back to you on that. All right, this is the UFER, U-F-E-R. Got a little spelling issues. It's inside the garage east wall, and that serves both as the bonding, the electrical bonding for the home, and the second ground. And then we come in here, and depending on what this rating is, because I don't do rating, these cables are rated for 100 amp service. But all of our 220 is on the other side of the wall. This is the second panel. So these cables might be fine for this application. Now, if you go adding stuff in here, to say you want an electric car charger, I don't see an electric car charger in here. Huh? No electric car charger? You want to put an electric car charger in here? You want to put an arc welder in here if you decide to arc weld a little bit. Okay, now you've increased the amperage on this panel, which the panel can handle it. And these cables might not be large enough for that. Now, unlike the other cabinet, this cabinet is labeled, but it's improperly labeled with handwriting. Okay, see where it says Peligro and Danger and Siemens and Tex Energy? That's printing. Okay, this is handwriting. I didn't make that up. I didn't wake up one day and say, how can I really upset a builder? No, I didn't make that up. Alright, the manufacturer and the code says that that should be printed. And this cabinet actually came with little stickers in it. So this cabinet's not properly labeled. The other cabinet's not properly labeled. This cabinet's missing 3 of its cabinet screws. It was improperly screwed into place. And I know that's not a concrete screw, and that's not concrete anyway. I had this in the drywall inspection report, the pre-drywall inspection report, okay? And just like that report, this report, I'm going to include the instructions. Well, the manufacturer says, thinks it's a pretty good idea if you nailed it into place. Nails have much more shear strength. Screws pop out. I got a whole little drama story in the other one. I'm not going to, make you suffer through that again. But it's true. It's the wrong kind of screws. So what we learned? We learned that we got the wrong kind of screws. We learned that our bonding location is not labeled. We learned that the cabinet's not properly labeled. And we learned that we don't have enough screws. We learned that the meter box is not properly sealed. We learned that the breakers are not properly labeled. And we learned that the grounding rod is not properly buried. Now I'm going to find out about the clothes dryer. Operator error. Maybe.